We unpack. We unpack. We unpack. Coming to your live boxing ego unpack. Yeah. We unpack. We unpack. We unpack. Coming to your live.
Devin Haney, he takes a shot. Shot. Sends shots like Toma. Takes a shot at Shakur Stevenson. Of course, Shakur Stevenson claps back. We gon' clap back. In this video, I'm gonna break down what was said, who said what, how it went down. So stay tuned. Devin Haney, he took a little shotty shot at Shakur Stevenson, and word got back to Shakur Stevenson. Obviously, he wasn't happy about it, so he clapped back. So what do I mean? What am I referring to? Devin Haney is promoting his upcoming fight. He fights Friday against Jose Ramirez. Big comeback fight for him, all things considered. His last fight with Ryan Garcia was pretty much a nightmare for the Dream. So now he's looking to kind of reassert himself, show people that that was a fluke, or as he believes, Ryan was on Ostarine intentionally. So pretty much that's why Ryan was able to do what he did. So big opportunity there. And in the build-up, in the promo, Devin Haney was asked about, like, basically taking a tougher fight. A guy, a former champion like Jose Ramirez, what makes you different where you're willing to fight a guy like that coming off of how your last fight looked with Ryan Garcia, basically. Devin Haney, and I'm just paraphrasing, but Devin Haney basically said something to the effect of, that's who I am as a fighter. That's my DNA. I didn't want an easier opportunity. I want to show my level. I want to show I've improved. And I'm not looking to fight the Padleys and, like, basically guys that aren't at the level. I want fights that I can get up for. I want fights and opponents where I'm going to be challenged. So that's why we landed on Ramirez. So in doing so, in saying Padley, we all know who he's talking about, because no one in America even knew who Josh Padley was, except for no one in boxing, really, you know, except for some British fans maybe. But we didn't even know who Padley was, mate, until the Shakur Stevenson fight. So obviously that's a jab at Shakur Stevenson. Shakur fought Padley after Floyd Schofield ended up pulling out of their fight. Now, full transparency, I always keep it real on my channel. For me, you can't really go too hard on the Padley situation. I mean, I've criticized it as well. Here's the thing. You did this brand new deal with Turkey and Eddie Hearn, a 2-fight deal. I would expect, if they have faith in you and they valued you, they would give you a better name, even with those circumstances, so you could prove your worth. Look at how they did Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker was given a credible name to the point where Martin Bacoli stepped in, even though it didn't make sense for him to step in terms of he didn't have enough time to prepare, shave weight off and stuff like that. They still gave Parker a credible name, so he keeps on rolling, keeps on trucking. A name that if he did what he did, which was knock out Bacoli, he would get some credit for it. They made a grave mistake in going from Schofield and then giving Shakur Padley. I don't know what caused it. I don't know if it's Shakur Stevenson's side, like, hey, we didn't plan for nobody else but Schofield, so we're not taking a harder opponent, or if it was Turkey's idea, or just who was available. I don't know how it happened, but needless to say, I understand both sides. One, Shakur is going to was always going to be criticized for fighting a guy like Padley that no one had heard of, who just revealed that he was working his electrician job. And there's no problem with working a 9-to-5 or a regular job, so to speak. But at this level, you would expect the opponents are full-time boxers that they're getting for a guy like Shakur Stevenson. So the fact that he's an electrician, no one knows him, he don't have no power. There's other guys who's calling out Shakur Stevenson. I just think they could have done better. With that being said, because I give you guys all sides of the coin, the other issue is you can't go all the way in on Shakur Stevenson given the circumstance, because he signed up to fight Floyd Schofield, and it was Schofield's side for whatever reason that wasn't ready to fight. They got ill, they got sick, second thoughts, whatever people believe the reason to be. The result is it was the Schofields who talked it up and helped build the fight and call for the fight. But when it came down to it, they were not prepared to fight on fight week for whatever reason. So I gotta be real in saying that there's only so much you can blame Shakur Stevenson for a late replacement on fight week. You know what I mean? So for Devin Haney to go low when Shakur Stevenson has always showed him love, it shows you a little bit about Devin's character. Like, why did you feel the need to go off on Shakur Stevenson? And Shakur Stevenson, despite y'all back and forth, when Shakur had opportunities, like let's say Devin got, when he fought Ryan and he got whooped up, Shakur was pretty classy. I remember seeing him on social media, and he's like, hey, boxing's a tough sport, comes with the territory type of thing. And then when Ryan tested positive, he was like, hey, he had a faulty test, Devin showed a lot of heart. But now I got to give some criticism to Shakur Stevenson. See, I give you guys all the sides. If you like this kind of boxing talk, make sure you guys smash the like button, all that good stuff. I'm the best in the business, and it's not even close. The downside with Shakur, this is what happens when you try to be friends with everybody and you want to be buddy. It just simply put doesn't work. It doesn't work at all. Like, all the love you showed Devin Haney when you could have went low because he was at a career low. I still think until he has some comeback fights and stuff, he's going to be, his brand took a hit, you know what I mean? And despite Shakur being cool about it, despite Shakur Stevenson ultimately choosing to be classy and respectful to Devin Haney didn't pay him that same love. Devin Haney didn't show him that same respect and proper. This is why I say, I'm not, me personally, boxing ego, I am not out here to be a people pleaser for this very reason. If I do content from the heart, then I'm always on the right side of history, because either I'm going to be right or wrong, but I can take that. If this is what I really believe in, I'm good with that. I like those odds. But when you try to please everybody and be friendly with everybody, and then people take your kindness for weakness. Devin Haney was asked word association, and he was asked about Ryan Garcia and all these other fighters. When it got to Shakur Stevenson's name, he said friendly. So this is what you get, Shakur Stevenson, for trying to be friends. And like, oh, me and Keyshawn, I'm not trying to start nothing, but even that, I could see some potential clash and ego clashes with the Keyshawn situation, because Top Rank is setting Keyshawn up with your leftovers and stuff like that. Guys like Edwin De Los Santos. So now Keyshawn, even though Keyshawn would be fighting Edwin De Los Santos off a layoff and blood clots and hospitalization and all that, if he beats De Los Santos more convincingly, that's going to be the narrative that they run with. Like, oh, look at Keyshawn stopped Edwin or whatever happens in the fight. Shakur couldn't even do that. So Shakur, lesson learned, trying to be friends with everybody, it don't pay off. Trying to be cool. You try to be cool with Devin Haney and keep it classy, but he's not keeping it classy with you. And that's one of my biggest issues with this new generation, is you have a lot of guys who, they're on the buddy system. Everybody get a buddy pass. Like, oh, I don't want to fight him. I grew up watching his fights and we were in the amateurs together. Like, you know how many guys in past generations, the great fighters from yesteryear, do you know how many of them were cordial or cool with each other, but still understood that boxing is the gentleman's sport? And hey, if we're in the same weight class in the future, someday I may have to still see you. Like Floyd Mayweather and Zab Judah. both on the Olympic team. You know what I mean? It comes with the territory. Like, boxing is not the bestie sport where it's mano a mano. It's not even a team sport like other sports where you have other people. So maybe you link up and party with the team. This is like he trying to off me and ruin my rep, knock me out, knock me down, embarrass me, and I'm trying to do the same thing. So Shakur has been kind of playing friendly. Moments where, like I said, he could have went at Devin Haney. He showed reservations about doing that, you know, saying that, oh, Keyshawn's my brother, even though they're not blood brothers. And now he might be in a position where, like I said, Top Rank is looking to put Shakur in kind of a bad situation where Shakur is getting compared to Keyshawn, who's younger and stronger, and people are just comparing the two and expecting a lot from Shakur and is not being delivered, and then Keyshawn is ticking those boxes. So like I said, for me, I gotta be me. If you hate me, you hate me. If you love me, you love me. If you're indifferent or in between, it don't matter. I still got a job to do. I'm still gonna wake up every day pushing myself to the max and doing the best I can. I don't really have time to worry and stress about what other people think of me or how they view it. You know what I mean? And to be honest, when the grass is cut, the snakes are show. But I gotta thank the little homie Nas for that though, saving me the hassle of speaking to half these, right? For me, I love it. I like to see where your head really is. I don't like fake love. You know what I mean? So I want to see your true intentions, your true colors, and being honest, you'll find that out quick. When you're honest about people, you'll find out, oh, hey, da-da-da-da. And again, in this boxing game, I'm here to do a job. You know, I have acquaintances and friends and stuff in the game, but at the same time, I never let that get in the way of me doing my job, because what kind of job would I be doing if I can't be real with myself? It's like, I use this as example before. It's like I have favorite actors, right? Like Denzel and Brad Pitt and Gary Oldman, Leonardo DiCaprio, right? That doesn't mean they've never turned in a bad performance or a film that I didn't like or didn't enjoy, right? But more often than not, they're in pictures and films that I like, and I like their portrayal of the characters or whatever. So why would it be any different in the world of boxing where we can't analyze and critique a performance without these young boxers? Because trust me, it's this new generation, these young boxers getting butthurt and offended because you have a criticism, even if it's fair. So I don't really do that, but then again, that's just me. Let me know what you guys think, Shakur and Devin Haney. And the other thing, I gotta say this, I don't like that fighters in this young generation keep doing it. They always do it when a fighter or both have a fight lined up. Like, what's up with the trash talking, but you already got Jose Ramirez, and then after they're saying you're fighting Ryan Garcia if you beat Ramirez. So it's like, what's the point of like taking shots at Shakur Stevenson and really entertaining this back and forth? Just my thoughts. Food for thought. We unpacked.
Live streaming can be tough, which is why I use StreamYard. Click the link in the description for StreamYard, which is an awesome tool that enables you to set up your stream with ease of use. Get great results with live streaming. It's what I use. Stream to social media with ease with StreamYard. Live streaming is here to stay. Engage with your audience using StreamYard. Great way to reach out to your audience and connect. So you need a tool that can do that. If you're new to YouTube and you're struggling to get views, one tool I can provide to you is TubeBuddy. I've been on YouTube over 10 years. I use TubeBuddy daily to crank out videos just like this one that you're watching. Learn how the pros do it with TubeBuddy. YouTube receives a lot of traffic, which also means a lot of creators, a lot of people putting out content. So you need to learn the ropes so you know how to separate yourself especially if you're new, but even if you're a pro, use TubeBuddy. The link is in the description. Get more views, more subscribers, and a higher click-through rate, so ultimately you can realize all of your online goals. Use my affiliate link in the description and grow your channel fast.